Though it was tragically cut short, her life was full of achievements, unforgettable events, and much fanfare. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 5 moments from Princess Diana's life. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking back in memory of the People's Princess. Number 5. Diana's most glamorous moments. Soon after making her public debut, Diana Frances Spencer showed the world that she was not going to follow the rules when it comes to royal dress. Over the years, she stepped out in many incredible outfits, some of which were undeniably scandalous at the time considering her position. The public loved waiting to see what she would wear next. And in 1997, she leveraged this interest for a good cause, auctioning off 79 of her most memorable fashion pieces at Christie's. In doing so, she wound up raising $6 million for a variety of charities she was involved with. Number 4. First major tour. Roughly 30 years before William and Kate made the same trip, Charles and Diana headed to Australia and New Zealand with baby Will in tow. This marked Diana's first official royal tour outside of the country, and was one of the events that endeared her to the public. The trip began in Alice Springs and continued on to Victoria for the state's 150th anniversary. During this trip, Diana showed time and again her keen interest in the people, and this was one of the key factors that would contribute to her being unofficially dubbed the People's Princess. Number 3. First appearance with her son. Historically, for the British royal family, one of the most important things is to ensure a male heir to the country's throne. Less than a year after their wedding, the Prince and Princess of Wales proudly welcomed their first son, William Arthur Philip Louis, to the world. On the day of his birth, June 21, 1982, Diana made an appearance on the steps of St. Mary's Hospital holding her baby boy. 2 years later, the couple ushered in a second bundle of joy, Henry Charles Albert David, better known as Harry. Number 2. Wedding. From the moment people heard that Charles and Diana were romantically involved, the media went into a frenzy. By the time the ceremony arrived, it had been dubbed the wedding of the century, drawing a TV audience of 750 million. On top of the millions who waited in the streets of London to catch a glimpse. Diana married Charles, Prince of Wales, on July 29, 1981, at St. Paul's Cathedral. The dress she wore, designed by David and Elizabeth Emanuel, caused a sensation that took nearly a decade to die down. The over-the-top proportions and puffed sleeves of her wedding gown became the norm for brides around the world. Number 1. Work with the Red Cross. If there's one thing Diana is remembered for above all else, it's her dedication to charity. It has been said that the work she did with charitable organizations was more significant than any other single person in the 20th century. One of her most memorable causes was the Red Cross Landmines campaign, but she is also remembered for her work with those living with AIDS. She made a point of making physical contact with people who had been diagnosed, when so many others were needlessly afraid to. She held a place in her heart for children's charities, acting as president of the Great Ormond Street Hospital for Children in London. She was truly the People's Princess.